Now then YouTube, I'm the Tough Man and welcome back to some more Thaumcraft and Botania Unite. We're on episode 38, I believe now. That is a lot of episodes for just 2 mods, guys. Well, you could really call it 3 mods with the addition of Forbidden Magic. Now, I've had a lot of comments saying about, oh, why did you get Project E? Why did you get, not Project E. That would be a bad thing for this series, guys. Why did you get, why did you get Project Red? You should have got Automagi. Now, I haven't actually got Automagi in currently at the moment, but I do want to try that build over there with Automagi installed before I go ahead and do it. I want to see how hard it would be to be able to go and craft it. The reason why I added Project E was mainly because it's just so easy. I mean, look at it. Look how small that this thing actually is. It's brilliant. It's brilliant, it's compact, it's small. I could make it smaller, I could make it more compact. But also, guys, I don't know, but I should have put out previous to this, it might be, after this, a video of me extending on this build and, creating my little TNT like spawner and then your blower upper and mana collector and all that kind of good stuff. I hope that you guys have seen that. And then the eventual use of that mana with the orchid. And I can tell you, blowing up 1 piece of TNT every 10 seconds creates so much ore very, very quickly. Well, in terms of how the orchid uses mana, very, very quickly, that we're never going to need to go mining again. However, in this episode, I'm going to make something just for going mining with. How ledge is that? Well, guys, in my little white backpack, which I'm calling my project bag, let's go in here. We have a few things that I've been doing in between episodes. Look at this, guys. Terra, steel, ingot. We've got 4 of them. We've got an empty mana tablet. And we've also got 2 living wood twigs. That's right, guys. It's finally time to craft one of the big things with Botania. Big things for me. And that is the Terra Shatterer. It starts off at D rank. Now, it goes from D. Oh, hang on a minute, guys. Hang on a minute. I've forgotten the most basic thing of every episode. Hello, Vasky. Welcome. Now then. Oh, also, guys, look at this. Look at this. I have to show you this. How legend is that? It's even got a little 2 bucks as well. That's fantastic. Now, this starts at D rank. And at D rank, it doesn't do anything. Just like it acts as a normal pickaxe. Well, at least I think it does. Let me go and test this out. It should just act like a normal pickaxe. Yep, pretty much acts like a normal pickaxe. And it will take mana from your tablet, which you can see there. I've got a full mana tablet, yet my mana bar down the middle there is just over halfway. That interests me, and I don't understand it. Either which way. Right, let's go back up here. This thing. Now, I'll tell you something. Oh yeah, they're going into there. That's alright. He's programmed only to take out the coal, so we don't need to worry too much there. There's so much coal getting produced, guys, that I don't think my things can actually keep up with it anymore. I really don't. Oh yeah, I left 30 levels. Brilliant. So we can do a little book in today's episode as well. Just happens I've got some paper on me from when I was doing my research. Anyway, yes, as I was talking about, this starts at D rank. Now, you can go ahead and put some mana inside this using the normal methods. I'm going to use this. Oh, hang on a minute. Everything's going to try to take everything at the moment. Let me get rid of this hopper hock for a second, and then use this mana pool. And let this fill up. Now, it only needs a little bit to become a C rank, okay? Now, a C rank, let me go into the Lexicon Botania so you can see. Terra Shatterer, there it is. The amount of mana stored on the tool defines its rank. Ranks go as follows: D, C, B, A, S, SS, and SS. That's the highest one. And of course, guys, that's due to the Japanese rating system, which is a very good way of rating things. I think, to be fair. I think it is. The amount of mana required to advance from rank to rank increases as the rank does. To advance from D to C, for example, it requires just a few seconds of exposition to a mana pool, as you've just seen. The rank from C to B requires a full mana pool. That's right, guys, a full mana pool. That is a lot of mana right there. That is a lot of mana. And the cost increases by a 10-fold per rank from there on in, all the way to SS. That is amazing amounts of mana inside your tool right there. The rank of the tool does not change its speed, but instead it increases the power of its active ability. Now this is why I wanted to get this type of pick. The active abilities. Okay, toggling the tool's active ability can be done via a right click, which I'll show you in a second. Whilst the tool is active, it enables it to break blocks in an extended area. At rank C, it's a small column, which increases to a square at rank B. Now that's the one that I want. I just want the square. If I go ahead and right click, you can see this does a column, which is all well and good. Now, don't leave that on because it will passively use mana if you leave the ability on. So be very, very careful about that one. But I want a full one. I want a full one. Oh, come on. Ah! No! No! There we go. Let that suck up a lot of mana into there. I love this system, guys. This system has kept this open all the time. I don't need to worry about this portal getting closed ever. I never need to worry about it ever at all, which is great. Let this fill up. I want this to be rank B because I want that square. I want that hammer kind of functionality using from Botania just whilst I get the orchid up and running with the auto TNT and stuff like that. I don't want to completely empty this because it will go ahead and completely empty it. So you can see I'm still C rank. Let's go ahead and try to use this one. Yeah, there we go. And this works absolutely fine. Now I do want to have a look at something in a second. That should be B rank. Fantastic. My hopper hock needs to go back down. Brilliant. I do want to look at something. Have I got... Nope, I've got my particles on all. Now I did notice that when I was creating some terrasteel, that my the little particle effects, you know, where it turns blue and then turns eventually green and goes in on itself, and then you get the terrasteel. Those particle effects didn't exist, but the particle effect from the sparks from the spark to that spark there to create it did exist. So I saw the mana was going from this pool into this, but I didn't see any of the particle effects. And Vasky did say to me, it's probably because you've got your particles on minimal. No, I've got my particles on full, so it can't be that. It cannot be that. Anyway, let me show you this before we move on, and I'll show you what else I've been doing in between episodes. Yes, thank you. Oh man, that is going to save me so much time. Have I not got... Yes, I do. That is going to save me so much time. Finding diamonds down at the low levels, it really is. It really is. I've been wanting to do it for ages. And yeah, in between episodes as well, in my project backpack here, you'll see I've actually done a lot of discoveries that I want to show you guys. Some of the stuff I do know what it does, and some of the stuff I don't fully know. Oh my god, that is... No, why on earth would you do that? I saw you as I walked in, you cheeky little bourgeois. Yeah, there you go. Is there anything else hiding around in here? Is it that? Let me go on F7 mode. It is! There we go. Nothing anymore! My goodness gracious me. I have to say, guys, I nearly pooed myself. Just a tiny little bit there. Right, so... In between episodes, I've been doing some discoveries. The arcane bar was one of these discoveries. Of course, I know what that does. And now I've got the ability of this thing to go ahead and auto put everything into there. I want to be able to use the arcane bar, as people have been saying in my comments below on my episodes. And always, guys, you know, keep them comments coming. That's what makes it interesting. You know, you guys trying to improve the builds that I do so badly. Like this, for instance. This is, it's totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. However, it's fun. Thank you. And that will go ahead and craft me some iron. I don't know, I just enjoy it. I want another brain in a jar over here as well for all these bits and bobs. But this is working. You know, this is working. I also want to get the pickaxe of the Thaumcraft pickaxe, whichever it is. So this one, guys, this is forbidden knowledge. Mostly harmless, but it is forbidden knowledge. Crystal scribing tools. I want to go into my Hand of Ender here and grab out my Thaumanomicon. I've gained a little bit of warp. Now it's in here. This is crystal scribing tools. Combining elemental shards with your inkwell results in some interesting effects. The crystal scribing tools seem to absorb knowledge as you use them to write. Once the well is empty of ink, you can absorb this knowledge for a small burst of research points by holding the tools in your hand and right-clicking. Unfortunately, this burns the tool out and turns it back to a mundane scribing tools again. So that's very interesting. That is very, very interesting. It's unneeded really at this stage for me. However, there you go. Crystal scribing tools, that's what that can do. I wasn't fully sure on what that could do, even though I probably covered it in a tutorial. Right, this one, guys, Infernal Wand Core, another warp giving thing. It's minor as well. Devilish V-Storage. A great and powerful thaumaturge like you deserves a powerful and imposing wand befitting your station. Some hippie silverwood wand just won't cut it. You need a wand that will serve as your scepter of authority. You've discovered a way to create a wand infused with the power of the nether. The Infernal Wand Core can hold up to 150 vis and will slowly replenish its supply of ignis up to 20%. While within the nether, the wand will also replenish its other aspects to 10%. That's pretty decent. That is pretty decent. It requires a wither skelly skull, which is horrible. However, there is an item that you can actually get within Forbidden Magic that will allow you to get wither skeleton skulls a little bit easier. You get pride shards, Salis Mundus, blaze powder, all of the stuff really that I'm okay with getting. Infernus, Precontation, and Superbia, Superbia are not that hard to get. Moderate instability. The wand also imbues you with some protection from the nether's hazards, extinguishing you if you are on fire, or protecting you from the effects of withering as long as it's in your inventory. That would be very, very good as well. While the wand is held in your hand, it will completely protect you from all fire damage, which is brilliant. If you've got the wand and you've got a particular focus that you deal your damage with, you'll never get set on fire by those pesky blazes. And of course, didn't I make a potion at some stage? There it is. Look, fire resistance. So really, I'm covered for that anyway at the moment. I'm covered for that. But I wanted to get that, guys. Umbral Rose, another thing from Forbidden Magic. This time, not forbidden, so I don't get any warp for it. There's no sight more pathetic than a soggy thaumaturge. For all your great and miraculous powers, you still have to go jump in the nearest lake and hunt for squids every time you want to refill your inkwell. You're done squid hunting. By infusing a rose with tenebrae and victus, you create a flower that spreads like a weed and whose petals can be crushed for ink. That sounds good to me as well, guys, that does. The Umbral Rose Bush is just a rose bush with a little bit of tenebrae and victus inside there. That's fantastic. You can put the Umbral Rose into a workbench and you get shadow ink from that. Very useful. Taint Thistle was the other thing that was right next to it, this thing. When you have unlimited arcane power at your fingertips, small chores like mopping flux goo off your laboratory floor just seem beneath you. Fortunately, you now have a little helper to clean up for you. The Taint Thistle will suck up any flux goo or gas nearby and use it to generate mana. This thing, you can see there, you need a Taint Tendril, you need some purple mana petals. You also need Rune of Mana and a Rune of Gluttony. There is an item now within the newest version of Thaumcraft that allows you to do this anyway, but that's just a different way of doing it, the Taint Thistle, that you can do with the use of Botania as well, which is awesome. Anything that uses a Botania is pretty awesome in my book. The Arcane Boar, I think everybody knows what the Arcane Boar does by now, guys. It basically allows you to mine in a big long line, depending on what you put inside the Arcane Boar. It's moderate in stability. It's pretty expensive to go and craft in terms of gold ingots. You need some great wood planks. All the rest is pretty easy to get if you've got the diamonds to do it, of course. Other than that, you've got the Arcane Boar base, which again is pretty easy to make. And I'm looking forward to hopefully trying to get that mining. I want to go, maybe what I might do is just off the side here, I'll dig a little trench there and I'll put it down there and I'll put the thing facing downwards. I think you can still do that. The Arcane Boar facing downwards into the void below, and then just have it mine, like strip mine downwards, and then put everything it can get into this item hopper. Bar a few things. I might have to go and use maybe a golem or something to take out the particular items that don't manage to go through the arcane furnace, like cobblestone and stuff like that. Purifying bath salts. I need this for something I want to do with Botania. Purifying bath salts, guys. This thing will allow you to purge your tin just a little bit. It wards it off, basically. Warp is a danger for even the most careful of thaumaturges. For those that have done a bit too much dabbling warp effects are probably more than just an annoyance. Purifying bath salts help with that. Simply tossing these salts into water will turn the water into a silvery purifying liquid that soothes away the stresses of the day and brings temporary relief from the effects of warp. It should be noted, however, that the more warp a thaumaturge suffers from, the shorter the duration of this protection. The salts are quite fragile and will soon dissolve if tossed around haphazardly. So you put some Salis Mundis in with a few bits and bobs and you get purifying bath salts, which is pretty awesome. Now this actually unlocks the Arcane Spa. I'm going to click on that because this is a brand new item within the recent version of Thaumcraft. Pouring bath salts into water is a bit of a chore, but luckily one easily solved with a bit of magic. You've created a handy machine that when filled with water and bath salts will automatically mix them and pump the liquid into an area above it. The liquid will fill a 5x5 area. Hang on a minute. Is this the most recent? I'm pretty sure I've covered this in a video before, so it might already be out. Sanitizing soap. Let's go and grab that as well. Oh no, I've got the I didn't grab it. I just grabbed a research note. Let me put that in my project bag for later on then. Master node tapping. I don't believe I haven't even got that already, guys. I was looking around for stuff to go and find, and the master node tapping was there. You have added further refinements to the methods you use to tap aura nodes. You are now able to draw a Vis 3 times faster than normal. Basically, I can't believe I ain't got that already. So there you are. A load of different stuff to be able to go and make now. And the one that I really want to make, the Botanical Botania right here. Now, I think it's under brews. Botanical Brewery. Is it under this? Yes, it is. Where's the Sane Thoughts? Is it here or is it under Thaumcraft integration? Which it could well be. There it is. It is under Thaumcraft integration. As you can see, the vial of Sane Thoughts gives you 4 times 10 minutes, basically. And the flask of Sane Thoughts is 6 times 10 minutes. So you cover yourself for basically an hour with just one of these flasks, which is fantastic. Perhaps Insanity might not be the greatest tool in all of occasions. For those cases, a nice bath generally takes care of it. A brew might be a better format for such a task though. Netherwort, Salis Mundis, Purifying Bath Salts and Amber. Now it's pretty easy to actually go ahead and make that. The official frowny face. Brew of Sane Thoughts. And I think I want to go ahead and make some of them, especially now that I've got the ability to go ahead and make bath salts. These things. These from Salis Mundis. Which is a balance shard, of course, smelted up. Alright, let me get these bits and bobs together, guys, and I will be right back at my Botanical Brewery station. Okay, guys, I am now back. You can see I've just gone ahead and got myself some netherwort for this particular build. And where did I put them in my Hand of Ender? I'm pretty sure I must have put them back in it. There they are. Flask time, guys. Flask time. Right, over towards my little station that I've got here. I'm going to pop that onto the top right there. I need my... I've just sorted my inventory all out here. There we go. I need to bind you to this if you wouldn't mind. Now, Salis Mundis, Amber, Netherwort, Bath Salts. And that will get me the Sane Thoughts, which is good stuff. And that will help me with getting rid of flux flu and stuff like that comes up. The effects that I get minimal effects, but I want to get into all sorts of stuff, guys. That's really going to mess with my sanity in that way. So I want to get this for the future. It will give me 6 uses of 10 minutes a piece, so that is easily an episode. It depends how long the episode actually goes on for, but this one's only been like half an hour of my time, so really about 3 swigs of that, half a bottle would have been used just to keep that flux away from me. But I can make loads of this, because it's not exactly hard to make all of this stuff, it's just a little bit of a pain trying to find out which stuff to put into the cauldron. But other than that, it's pretty easy. So come on, chuck it at me, boy. I need maybe a potency in that lot on this one as well, to speed this thing up. Get it in Elven Mana Spreader and put a potency and stuff on there. Let this speed it up. And that's a good thing. Now, after Christmas, guys, Christmas is coming, obviously, to my channel, and this is probably the last episode that's going to go out before Christmas. Let me just have a look, actually, whilst I'm waiting for that thing to pop off. It's usually on a Tuesday, or you may see another one then on the 23rd, Tuesday the 23rd. You may see another one. But after that, there is going to be a slight break on both of my channels where, obviously, I'm not going to do any uploads and stuff. I'm going to be taking a personal break with my family for Christmas, which is going to be awesome stuff. Oh, come on now. How long is it taking? Can I find out, like, by whacking this or something? No? Basky, can we have one of those progress things, like what's on there, on this thing? Be nice. Please, please. That would be great. Just so we can see what stage we're at. That progress thing, oh man, it's amazing. Because you know when it's going to happen. You know when it's going to pop off, and you know how long, generally, it's taking. So it would be nice to see how long this is taking, because I'm boring everybody by looking at this. But I want to be here when it does. Let me see if I can nick that for a second. Thank you. There you go. That should help matters. Unless there's none. No, there is stuff in there. That's good. Look at these particle effects. Honestly, Vaz, you do a brilliant job. There has been an update to Botania as well, with the portable crafting aura thing. That looks amazing, and I have to get into that at some stage. I probably might do that next episode, as long as I can actually get it. Let me have a look, actually, whilst I'm waiting for that to pop off. What's it called? Crafting something or other. No? Maybe not? What are you called? I thought it was the... It's something aura. I know it is. Band of aura? No, it's not that. Surely it's not that. No, it's not that. I'll have to have a look into it, guys, and let you know. This is taking forever. This is honestly taking forever. No idea why. But anyway, I'll be back when it's done. And of course, about 2 seconds after I stop recording, there it is, the Flask of Sane Thoughts, giving me Warp Ward. Let me take that off and put it back onto where it belongs. I do need to make another one of them things, because they are insanely useful, and I probably want to change that to an Elven Mana Spreader at some stage as well. But the Flask of Sane Thoughts will give me Warp Ward for 10 minutes. Nice. I like the fact that the level inside there actually gets lower, the amount that it has in there, which I think is great. As you can see, 951. The only annoying thing is these particle effects, these goddamn particle effects that come in front of your face. And that is, you know, that's vanilla Minecraft. You're never going to stop that. But why they have to come up in front of your face, I will never know. They are so annoying. And you'll get that constantly, of course, with all of these, because they give you so much time. Fire resistance, 8 minutes, this 10 minutes, and it's constantly in your face, and it's really annoying for you guys. Anyway, that's a quick update, guys, on the stuff that's been going on in my world, and of course, all of those different things that I've done. Next episode, I do want to try to get this going, because going down there and mining, albeit it's going to be fantastic now. I've got my pickaxe, which should be in my hand of ender. There it is. It's going to be fantastic using that. But I do want to get this thing going, because this thing has been stood here by itself for a long, long time, and it's looking lonely there. So it's asking for mana. It's saying, feed me, Toffman, feed me. Just a rip-off little shop of horrors there. It is actually asking it to feed me. So I want to use this and start getting mana being pumped over there towards this thing, because it deserves it. It deserves it. And yeah, So anyway, guys, that is going to be it for today's episode. As always, if you've got any suggestions or comments or anything like that, then do let me know in the comment section below so that I can get to them in a future episode. It's bye-bye from me and bye-bye from Vazky. Until next time, over the top, and as always, stay safe.